All right, Fly on the Wall Productions, Facebook and YouTube. We are live this morning. Yes, always live. Streamed everywhere you get your podcasts on the web at airedoutvt.com. JD with you. Flying by the seat of my ass this morning. Solo, Raylene is out. I am in. Before I forget, thanks to Raylene and Michael last night for the Barry Beat podcast, which we rely on every Monday night. I think they usually turn the cameras on around 8 o'clock. Yes, of course they do. So be part of it each and every Monday night at 8 right here on Fly on the Wall Productions. On the web at airedoutvt. So much to get to this morning, so much to talk about. Before I forget, I want to say that Shep is going to be on tomorrow night. 5:30, I believe, for the Four Quarters podcast. Right here where we are now. Yes, they're going to be talking about the Celtics. Yes, they're going to talk NFL. Yes, they're going to talk about Major League Baseball. They'll get into all of it. 5:30 tomorrow night. Wellness Wednesday, Washington County Mental Health Services, Central Vermont, is talking about how excited they are for the return of this. And it is back once again tomorrow. Started a couple of years ago, and since then has exploded over on 23 Summer Street. So don't mix the next one tomorrow. Come out, relax, treat yourself to a bit of a free peace, as I like to say. WellSpace Building, 23 Summer Street, 4:30 until 7 o'clock. Acupuncture, mindfulness, meditation. You can sip on some tea. You can just chill out, maybe get a table massage, some Reiki, some myofascial body release. Call Robin and make your appointment. Again, it is free, but if you're going to get one of these table massages or anything like that, they ask you to reserve your time if you can. 479-4055. Robin is standing by to take your call. Washington County, Central Vermont. Right here is where they have been for, 60 years? Something like that? Almost 60 years. About 6,000 Vermonters have benefited from Washington County Mental Health Services just in the last year. It's amazing. Pick of the week today says Roger Hill. Plenty of sunshine filtered through some high clouds for late this afternoon. Again, highs upper 60s. It's going to be just a beautiful day. A little breezy. Lily's got the softball game tonight, so I'll be sitting in the chair cheering on my little girl tonight. Cannot wait. Fair skies tonight, for the most part, down around 40 to 45, and then mainly cloudy and cool tomorrow on Wednesday. The rain starts up mid to late morning. Going to be moderate at times, perhaps a rumble of thunder, depending on where you are. And daytime highs tomorrow, 50s. So enjoy the upper 60s today. The cool weather and the rain comes in. And it looks like it's going to be that way for, till next Wednesday, I think. So we got like a whole week of rain, right on through Mother's Day this weekend. And of course I had big plans for Mother's Day on Sunday, which 100% of which involved being outdoors. So now I've got to figure something out. And I don't know what to do inside. We've been inside all winter. Want to get out. Happy birthday today to Brian Drewer, 51. Ted Mortimer is on the list today. Mara Southworth. Diane Scalero is on the list. Let's see. Steve Rich, 32. Ashley Demers, 38. Nikki Coyne is 60 today. Rachel Wyatt, happy birthday. Jarrett LeCaire, 28. Bennett Stone, 30 years old today. Eric Pearson, happy birthday. Corey Touchette, 46 years old. Stephen Glazier is 38. Gwen Robinson, 34. Ginger Franks, 58. These are all local birthdays. Amelia Nagy, happy birthday. Chris Alcher, the old feller, is 56 years old today. Doesn't he live down in like Virginia or something like that? I don't know. Want to, of course, also remind you that today is Teacher Appreciation Day, which is very important. Sherilyn and I were talking about this last night. If you got a teacher, if your kid's got a teacher, teacher's halfway decent, give them some love today, or her. Doesn't matter if it's the gym teacher, the science teacher, social studies, math. Do they even do social studies? I don't even know. But give some teachers some recognition today, even if you just say, thank you for being my teacher and for getting up every morning and coming into a class full of crazies and dealing with everything you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. I don't know how they do it. I would be asleep by like 5, 6 o'clock every night if I was a teacher. Okay? First to admit I couldn't swing it. Tuesday, Jerry Sports Tavern right here in the Granite City. Connect 4, pool, munchies, good times, great food, cold drinks. It all starts at 3 o'clock today. Get over, play some Connect 4, have some fun at Jerry Sports Tavern right here in Barrie. Let's see, what else did I want to mention? The golf tournament with the Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce. They've been doing this for a long, long, long time, like 30 years, something like that. It is going on Friday, and I'm not sure. I'm going to find out, though, and we're going to be posting it up today, if they've got any available spots left for you to register your golf team. Yes, I know it's Appreciation Week, Michael. Yes. It's not just Teacher Appreciation Day today, but it's also Appreciation Week. Hop on centralvt.com. Get in the know on what they're doing. They've got legislative updates from the State Chamber of Commerce. They've got an amazing summer internship program, events going on at Lost Nation Theater, the annual gala at the Barrie Area Senior Center, which they were just very much involved with, the Central Vermont Humane Society, and so much more. Boy, was that a successful event this past weekend, by the way. It was just, Raylene was there, Michael was there, and based on the pictures, it looked like it was just a great time. State headlines: pro-Palestinian protests entering day number 9 today at UVM, where the encampment on campus has soared to nearly 100 tents, with commencement in 2 weeks. And the U.S. Ambassador to the United Nations, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, not going to be the speaker at commencement in 2 weeks. Not sure if she pulled out or if the school canceled her per student protests. No one knows. That's a mystery. Not that it really matters, but yeah, I don't know. What a mess. Disciplinary measure hearings, by the way, are going to start taking place tomorrow against students. See how that goes. Sounds like a whole lot of gas getting thrown on the fire. I don't know. Lieutenant Governor David Zuckerman, of course he supports the protests as long as they remain peaceful. And at what point do they no longer remain peaceful? What a gray line. Police say that a man used apparently a knife to rob a Jolly Quick Stop in Enosburg Falls yesterday. It happened around 3:40 a.m. on Main Street. Demanded both cash and tobacco products and got away with both. I don't know about you, But the last thing I think that I would be a clerk at a quick stop in the middle of the night, unless I had a shotgun loaded and strapped to my chest. Was that inappropriate? 16 tornadoes reported in 6 states with more deadly weather on the way. That's probably one of the biggest national headlines that's going on right now. Of course, along with Donald Trump, with another court date today. Porn actor Stormy Daniels expected to testify today in that big hush money trial. I wonder how much these attorneys are getting paid to deal with this kind of stuff. We have some Vermont residents heading back to the polls once more to revote on their school budgets. Many districts are doing this, leading up to town meeting day, of course. Most of them are up for their second vote. South Burlington in the headlines today. $68 million spending plan. Can I say that again? $68 million spending plan in South Burlington, which, by the way, is going to yield a 9% property tax increase. That's up for vote today. So we'll see. Bernie Sanders running for his 4th term, running for re-election. This will be his, again, his 4th term, which is a 6-year term. He'll be 89 years old at the end of that term. Bernie Sanders. Running against, I think, one Republican for the Senate seat. So we'll see. I'm sure Bernie will get it, but you never know. Green Up Day. Lots of stuff fluttering around the news today about that, and the fact that many Vermonters are taking advantage of Green Up Day and now kind of making it their own free trash pickup opportunity. I know in Milton they're dealing with this, especially with piles and piles of tires and even unwanted furniture, including a couple of couches and a love seat. Just drag it out of the house, put it on the side of the road, and the Green Up trash picker-uppers will take care of it. Ugh, not good. I wonder what they're saying over in Roxbury with the whole junk ordinance thing going on over there about this. I don't know. It's too bad that Green Up Day has turned into that. Times-Argus this morning, the trial is underway for the Northfield man accused of sexually abusing a little girl for about 2 years. You can read about that in the Times-Argus, along with the story that I think Delcor wrote about the fugitive from New Hampshire that was captured in Warren, New Hampshire, for failing to appear in court for 2 felony charges related to an overdose death. So you can read about that. No injuries reported in that I-89 dump truck crash, but there was a story this morning, and I believe we've got it up there, about a person that was hit on Interstate 89. So we have that up there as well. Radio Bean, this local music venue in Burlington, which just survived that big theft thing about a year ago, I think, and now dealing with a structure fire in the property above, which resulted in some pretty severe water damage. So that story is also on our page. I hope you're doing well. I want to check in with Drew Lamb. Cars and Coffee is coming up this weekend on Mother's Day, and I'm probably not going to be there, but hoping to. You never know. I mean, it's Mother's Day, but one of the things that they've done that's really cool is They have decided to, and Drew has decided to do this, and he can tell you more about it in just a second here, but decided to basically come up with an opportunity for you to pick up some coupons if you come to Central Vermont Cars and Coffee. By the way, at the Aspen Dental parking lot is where that will be on Sunday, starting at 9 in the morning. Coupons that you can use for Mom, which I think is a brilliant idea. So, and I know that there's plenty of moms out there that really are not necessarily into the whole antique car thing. I get it, and it's Mother's Day, and they probably would rather, do something else. But if you want to schedule your trip to the greenhouse or to get new flowers or fresh flowers somewhere, or you're doing something for Mom, maybe we can take her out for brunch. If you want to, plan your route, guys, past Aspen Dental, that would be, it's an option. Am I right, Drew? Are you with me, bud? Oh, I think we lost him. Are you there, buddy? Drew Lamb. Nope. I think we lost him. We're going to try him again here in a second. But yeah, come on by and see some of these beautiful cars. This is there's no registration for this. This is free. If you have a car, and it doesn't matter, it can be a classic. It can be a classic truck. It could be a brand new Tesla, like we had a couple of weekends or a month ago. God, a month ago. How long ago? That was amazing. It seems like it was yesterday. We had a brand new Tesla pickup truck that pulled into the lot. I don't know how many miles this thing had on it, but it was absolutely gorgeous. Drew's with us. Good morning, buddy.
Morning.
I was just saying, this is an opportunity for many of us to say, "Hey, Mom, taking you out for brunch. We're going to take you to the, to the nursery or whatever to get some flowers or whatever, some plants. But on the way, we just might so happen to be passing by Aspen Dental and pull into the parking lot."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a really good thing going on this year. Typically what we do is we do a free flower for the mothers that are there that day. We usually can donate it to us, and we just have about 60 to 100 flowers with us, and we give them out to each mother. This year we're doing things slightly differently. We're getting more of the community involved this year. We're doing a free coupon book to all mothers that want to come to the show.
That's awesome.
The coupon book is unlike anything else we've done before, which is really great to see, and there's a lot of people that stepped up in the community and wanted to be part of this, and it's great to see, honestly. A few of the deals we have going on with some of the guys or some of the businesses in town is Isaac Bulldog Detailing, IB Detailing, is doing 25% off a detail. That's a wicked big thing to be doing for especially detail, because they're not cheap, and you definitely want to make sure your car is looking good, especially for a car show. Formula Nissan right here in Barrie, they're doing a 10% off an oil change on any make and model of the car. AutoZone right on the Barrie Montpelier Road. If you spend $25 or more, you get 10% off. The Den right in Williamstown, which is where we'll be lining up for the parade on the 18th, is $5 off your total bill. Gusto's, our home bar for Barrie, basically, is 15% off your total bill. Zachary's / Twin City Family Fun Center, everyone knows it's the bowling alley around here. They're doing $5 off a total bill. A big one that's going to be a huge one for us is Harley Davidson. As they've contacted us, we've contacted them. They're doing $10 off a T-shirt for a Harley Davidson T-shirt. Plus, we also have possibly some upcoming shows we might be doing with them in the future.
I was going to say, go ahead.
We also have Emsley's Florists. Emsley's is located on Barrie Montpelier, right next to Morse Block Deli. And we actually have Emsley's, who's giving out the free flower this year. And Morse Block Deli has also joined the coupon book, and they're doing 10% off your total bill. And then we have one more shop. It's Route 2 Auto. Some people may know Joey. Joey is a volunteer Berlin PD officer who went off and kind of made his own shop, his own auto mechanic shop. So it's really great to see we're touching community base, plus having the Berlin PD, at least one of the volunteers, as one of our coupon book people is amazing to see, especially with Joey. He's a great guy, does great work. So we possibly have one or two more coming in later this week, and hopefully be having the coupon books printed off by this weekend is what we're shooting for.
This is a great idea. I mean, you can grab something for mom too. You know, it doesn't
Exactly.
have or yourself.
Exactly. And these coupon books, we're going to try printing probably about 100 or so, maybe 150, just to make sure we have enough for everybody. But the biggest thing is that we're trying to be more implemented towards the mothers that come to the show. We see a good amount of mothers that come to them. We see a good amount of women that come to them. But giving them a free gift is something we can do for them on their own day.
Drew Lamb is joining us from Central Vermont Cars and Coffee, the big car show. It's the, second Sunday of every month at Aspen
Yes, sir.
Dental. And it starts at 9, goes till 12. It's only a couple of hours. Don't be afraid, moms. We pull in there. We're not going to keep you hostage for 3 hours if you're not really into the cars. We're going to grab our coupon, look at a couple of cars, and we'll move along to the next thing. Unless you're, there's plenty of moms out there that do love the classics, and maybe they would love to do this. What's the deal with the rain? What happens if the weather, which is not supposed to be great, what happens with the car show?
So typically we go on to the following month, but with the Mother's Day, we'll probably try to push it to the following week if it comes down to that. We're not too big on trying to reschedule ours. Luckily, in the last 4 years, we, knock on wood, haven't had a rain issue on any of ours, which has been great. It just seems to be like the one day that hasn't rained on. But if it does happen for Mother's Day, we'll probably move it out to the following week, and that way we can still distribute the books and have everything there for people. But any other show, we would just move it on to the next month because there's a lot of car shows that happen around here, and I don't want to step on other people's feet.
Right.
Saying, hey, I got mine rained out, so I'm going to step on your feet. We don't like doing that.
Yeah.
We just want to make sure we have a strict date. If you're there, you're there. Awesome. We can't wait to see you. But if you're not, we get it. There's other car shows going around. I know the Stowe car meet is an insane car meet to go to. There's ones up in Burlington. There's ones down in Rutland. There's ones all across the Vermont state and down south and down in Mass and Connecticut. There's a ton of them.
Yeah.
So we kind of leave our date, so that way we don't step on other people's toes. And that kind of seemed to be like the one date that didn't step in no one else's stuff. So we wanted to try to avoid getting in other people's stuff.
We love that about you. You're so respectful to other car shows. It's so great, and your event itself is just super respectful. There's no yahoos, there's no burnouts. It's just it's really geared for the family, Drew, and we love that about you, man.
Well, we appreciate that. I mean, we definitely do our best to keep it a nice, calm, clean car show, and every once in a while you get people that don't peel out what they speed up a little bit. But I get it. You know, if you're at a car show, you want to show off a little bit, which is fine. If you're doing it outside the parking lot, I'm not antagonizing people to go do it, but, you know, people rev a little bit. And I'm not saying peel out of there. I'm not saying cause any issues. But people like to hear the cars. People don't just go there just to look at them. They want to be able to hear them and pull out and all that fun stuff. And it's good to see. And we've had nothing but respect from all 4 years. We've had a couple of hiccups here and there with a couple of people, but we don't deal with that. If you can't respect the rules, we don't want you at the show.
The Williamstown Memorial Day Parade is coming up the following weekend, Saturday the 18th. We're going to start lining up over at the Den around, I think you said 9 o'clock, and the parade's underway at 9:30. All right, and the parade's underway at 10:30. And basically, like I was just saying on the air a little while ago, there's no registration fee for any of your car shows. If you got a car, and it doesn't matter if it's a classic, it doesn't matter if it's just a really nice car, any kind of car, bring it.
Yeah, absolutely. The biggest thing with the Williamstown Memorial Day Parade is we want to have you guys sign in with myself. That way, if it does become rain delayed or any issues pop up, or even if they ask me, hey, how many cars do you have coming, I can get them a solid number. I don't want to be that guy that's unorganized. We got like 10, 15, and 35 people show up.
Right. So if you know you're going to be in Williamstown, if you think you want to be in Williamstown, call Drew 522-7286, and that's on the poster as well that we have put up on our page. But 522-7286, and say, hey, Drew, thanks for doing this. We plan to be there in Williamstown on the 18th, and it doesn't matter what kind of car you have. If it's a nice looking car that you think people would appreciate having a look at, no matter what year it is, bring it.
Yeah, and we're also not limiting the cars. We're doing trucks. We're doing motorcycles. We have. I've been talking with Mr. Lyon John Lyon and John Sargent down at Harley Davidson, and they want to implement us and do a car show down there while they do a bike event. Yeah. So I think we have a lot of things that we can do here in the future, but we want to get more bikes involved with our shows as well. Sure. There's more than just cars and trucks out there. People like bikes, and people that drive their bikes don't have their cars out. They can still come down and look at cars. People that have their cars and not their bikes out, they can come look at bikes. It was
a great point. The variety, Drew, is, I think, what really attracts people. I mean, the last car show that you had at Aspen Dental, you had a 36 Ford Model A pickup, or not? It wasn't a pickup. It's just a Model A parked right next to a Tesla pickup.
I mean, a 2024 Tesla Cybertruck. Our ranges are everything. We go from the oldest to mostly frame-up rebuilds to the brand-new cars that are driven off the lot the way they are.
You go from 50 horsepower to 600 horsepower.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the black GTR we had there last month, I'm pretty sure that was pushing almost 800, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, there's some cars that make some serious power, and we are very, very happy to have the results that we have. I mean, cars in general are wicked nice to see. Bikes that have 100 horsepower, those are just as equal to cars that have 1,000 horsepower.
Right.
So it's unique to see the difference in how much smaller horsepower can be, but how much of a difference it pulls when it comes to an actual car. Yeah. It's unreal.
Williamstown's going to be great. They got the craft festival and the flea market going on at Seaver Field pretty much all day, and then the picnic at the park is from 11:30 to 1. They're going to be cooking up some barbecue there, and then fireworks at dusk. It's going to be hopefully Mother Nature's going to cooperate for that.
And we'll also be holding a car show at the Den right after the parade, so people can see the cars more in person as well.
Right after the parade.
Yep.
Perfect. Wow. Dude, you're doing a great job, man. We appreciate you so much.
Well, I appreciate all the help, for sure. You guys have been helping us out a lot, and it's great to see that we're getting further out there and we're getting more involved with the community like we wanted to.
You got it, man. We'll talk to you soon. We'll let you get back to it.
Thank you, sir. Have a great day.
All right, there he is, Drew Lamb from Central Vermont Cars and Coffee. You bet we're going to be talking about the Stephen Tracy ride coming up on June 22nd. We're going to be talking a whole lot more about the Battle in Barrie 13 with Donnybrook Fight Promotions as we get closer and closer to that May 25th event at the Barrie Auditorium. We got the Bikers for Beth kickoff party on the 18th. The Bikers for Beth ride itself is going to be on the 19th, same day for the first annual Barb Wilkins Memorial Ride. That'll, again, be on Sunday the 19th, 10 a.m. is when that one is going to start. We got the Crimson Crawl at Barrytown Rec Field on the 18th, the big run for the UVM Children's Hospital. Whew. And then Mother's Day brunches. I know there are several out there. Just two of the ones that we're talking about a whole lot here. The one in Northfield at the American Legion on Mother's Day from 8 to 11. And then the one at the Canadian Club from 10 to 1 this coming Sunday. I can't believe we're almost at Mother's Day. Don't forget, Shepard, Lori Shep, is going to be with the Four Quarters podcast at 5:30 tomorrow night. 5:30 tomorrow night. So tune in. Talk more Celtics and baseball, especially Red Sox, and so much more. They do such a great job. And local sports, too, we should say. A whole hell of a lot of local sports. with Lori Shepard and the Four Quarters podcast tomorrow, 5:30, right here on Aired Out, where you are now. Raylene's out today. We just did a quick one. I'm going to jump into some things here, and we will be back with you tomorrow morning right here on Aired Out.